This, my friends, is the playbook.
Let's get over into the NFC side of things, and we're going to start in the NFC North. Sage, I'm coming to you first.
Beautiful.
Before we get into today's video, guys, I just want to give a special shout out to today's sponsors, starting with Goldfine and Bowles, Lawyers for the Injured. Personal injury, workers' compensation, those are their two things, but any sort of legal advice, they're the people to call. Give them a phone call, 309-673-5144. Tell them we sent you, okay? And I'd also like to shout out SeatGeek for sponsoring today's video as well. Use promo code PlaybookSports on their website to get $20 off your first purchase of $30 or more. Let's get back to the video. Talk to us about the NFC North. Who you got and where?
All right, in last place because J.J. McCarthy went down.
Yeah, that's huge.
No, that's not why.
No.
But I'm taking the Vikings in fourth place. I mean, they weren't anything to really scoff at beforehand. But when you're looking at Sam Darnold, who with the weapons he has, with Jay Jetta, with Jordan Addison, with Hawkinson coming back in a few weeks, Aaron Jones potentially having a pretty good late career season.
Sure.
He could have like a Geno Smith kind of season, but I don't think it's going to result in playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't see him doing anything crazy. So give me the Vikings in fourth. I got the Bears in third.
Okay.
Don't worry, I think the Bears still sneak in, like the wild card number 7 spot or 6 spot. You never know. But I love what the Bears have done. Obviously, they extended DJ Moore, who was killer for them last year. Roma Dunze.
Keenan Allen.
You name all those things. Still got Cole Kmet, who could probably break out this year.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
then their defense. Gosh, last year, as soon as they got Montez Sweat, everything just changed.
Different.
And I don't know why, but Jalen Johnson, I don't know how he wasn't in the top 100 players.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Aaron Rodgers made it.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Because it's based on last year.
NFL
Rodgers
says
didn't
his
even
best play was the flag.
Yeah.
That was his highlight.
That was obviously electric.
Running out.
That's
Someone
the best
posted
play.
that video of him running out, and they said Hassan Reddick Jets highlights. Like, that's awesome. Okay.
No, yeah. So I do love what the Bears did. I just got to see it. Just because they are the Bears.
No, 100%.
Yes.
I get it, but I have high hopes for them. So I'm trying. This is my way of meeting you in the middle.
Yeah.
Give me the Packers in second place. Jordan Love has 5 wide receiver 2s.
Yeah.
So hopefully that can do
One of them
something for him.
up.
I have my bets on Romeo Doubs being the best of them.
Yeah.
But you could take your pick and throw a dart on the board and just see what falls. And any of them could be good on any given week. And then giving the Lions at number 1. The Lions have proven that they're not going to fall down under pressure. I think they go 12-5 yet again. I think they're going to be fighting in the NFC Championship yet again. I mean, they have, I think, the most Pro Bowlers or the most on the top 100.
No, 49ers did.
Oh,
it was
they were
49ers
close.
and then Dolphins and then Detroit.
Yeah. They have so many good players, and they're all young. So they're all getting better.
Yep.
They're all getting better, and then you add everything they drafted and all the free agency and everything like that.
They drafted Tyrion Arnold in the first round. Was a great
Arnold can be
pick.
huge
elite
for them.
Fantastic.
Their
pick.
secondary was not
good.
No.
No, it should be much better. Or at
Yeah,
least
that
a
was
little
scary. They were a dominant team with a bad secondary.
Yeah.
That's scary.
They can win a shootout, but now if they can just blow teams out.
Right.
Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah. Okay. So you go Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings.
Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings. Yep.
Okay. All right. I'm jumping you. I'm going to me because you're last. Obviously, that's how it goes. So fourth place, I got the Vikings. I had them before J.J. McCarthy. I had them going 5-12. I just don't like teams aren't going to be afraid of Aaron Jones. He reminds me a little bit of Austin Eckler from last year, where he's going to not be the fastest guy out there. He's not going to run away from anybody. Every team is going to know they're going to have to pass the ball if they're going to want to score points. They're not going to run on you. They're going to have to pass. So then you just play the pass, and it's not that hard to stop Sam Darnold. We've seen him be stopped his entire career. So I do like their defense. I like the draft pick of Dallas Turner in the first round. I thought that was a really good pick. That was smart of them to get him. But I just don't trust the quarterback. And if I don't trust the quarterback, how can I trust the team? Third place. Get out the oven mitts, folks, because this is a hot one. This one's spicy. At 9-8, Detroit Lions. At 9-8, the Detroit Lions, folks. Let me tell you why. Wait for it, okay? Wait for it. Let me tell you why. I know I'm gonna get killed for this. I literally wrote I'm gonna get killed for this. Look at last year, right? This magical Lions season of 12-5. Total fugazi. Not real. It's total fairy dust. You know why? Here are their 12 wins. Let's talk about it. They beat the Panthers, Falcons, Bucks, Saints. Garbage division. Against the AFC West, they swept the AFC West as well, beating the Chiefs. Very impressive week 1. But then Chargers, Broncos, Raiders. All garbage. Then they swept the Vikings. Not a good football team last year without Kirk Cousins. And then they split with the Bears and the Packers. They have one impressive win of their 12 wins. It was one impressive win. That's it. That doesn't do much for me. They've got to do it against better opponents. And when they played good teams like the Seahawks, they lost. Like the Cowboys, they lost. They got blessed in the playoffs to get to take on who? The Rams in Detroit and Tampa Bay in Detroit. And then they blew it against the 49ers. And Dan Campbell said it best. He said after that game, instead of saying, we are a young team, we will be back, he said, yeah, that might be the only chance we ever get. Yeah. He literally said, a lot of people go their entire career without ever doing it again. That might be our only shot. Like he knew this was our year to do it, and they didn't do it. They should have been swept by the Bears last year.
Yeah,
they should have been swept by the Bears last year, and the Bears were not by any means some great team last year. I had the Lions going.
Hold up.
Okay. Rebuttal.
Look, when you look at that schedule, yeah, those are the teams they beat.
Right.
But most of those games, they won by 2 possessions at least.
Sure.
You know, they weren't squeaking out wins against the Panthers and Broncos.
But then they only beat the Chargers by 3.
They only beat the Chargers by 3.
How many points did the Chargers score on them? 38? 38 points.
41.
That's bad.
But that's also when you had Justin Herbert with his top 2 wide receivers, and they had a trash secondary.
Trash secondary. We'll see if they've tried to fix the secondary. We'll see how much.
They beat the Packers by 2 touchdowns. They beat the Falcons by 3 touchdowns. They beat the Chiefs in week 1. They beat the Panthers by, they're doing all these things.
Right, they beat the shit out of the bad teams, like they should, as you should do.
Exactly.
As you should do. I agree. But
they had a 4th place schedule, I think.
They did have a 4th place schedule. So they had a bad schedule. This year they will get a 1st place schedule. I could be completely eating crow by the end of this year when they go 12-5 and I look stupid for saying 9-8. But let me see it. Dan Campbell. Let me see it.
The difference is 3 games, though. So
that's right. It's not that huge of a difference.
NFC Dolphins.
The NF maybe? Well, I think the Cowboys were the NFC Dolphins last year.
Yeah, that's true.
I think, truthfully. But yeah,
Lions would be in that category.
Lions deserve to be in that category, beating the bad teams.
We're the bad teams.
Good teams.
They probably should have beat Dallas last year too.
But they didn't.
Yeah,
but still, either way. So I'm going Detroit at 3rd, and again, that may look really bad, but I think that the 2 teams ahead of them got appreciably better. The Lions maybe got a little bit better, but not to an insane extent. And Jahmyr Gibbs being hurt already is big. That's a big.
He's not going to be hurt long.
Well, hopefully not. We don't know for sure, but if that is his ACL problem, if it is an ACL, then that's obviously season. But 2nd place, I got Chicago Bears. I got Bears going 10-7 this year. I pat myself on the back. I said last year Bears 7-10. Got some flack for it. They went 7-10. We can talk about the offensive changes all day long, but the Bears' defense is what I want to talk about. Because last year, when they gave up 31 to the Lions in a game they should have won, on November 19th, the rest of the season, they did not allow more than 20 points in a single game. That entire defense is coming back. Offense will be significantly improved. It has to be. Today, August 13th, your quarterback for the Chicago Bears is better than the quarterback for the Chicago Bears last year. Caleb Williams today is a significantly better quarterback than Justin Fields is. Agreed. Keenan Allen is a significantly better number 2 receiver than Darnell Mooney was. And I don't even know who the Bears' number 3 receiver was last year, but he's not better than Rome Odunze. They've got a solid offensive line. I think the Bears are going to win 10 games, and I think they're going to be in the playoffs. I said it. And then 1st place, I got the Packers. I got the Packers going 12-5. Last year, beat the Lions in Detroit, beat the Chiefs back-to-back weeks, demolished the Vikings. I'm all about it. They went, and I don't want to talk about it, but we got to look at what they did in the playoffs. Dallas was unbeatable at home last year. Literally don't think they lost at home except maybe once before the playoffs. If at all, maybe not even once. And then Green Bay goes in and hangs 48 on them. Insane. Jordan Love looked like they paid him like the real deal. He looked like the real deal.
Quick.
Yeah, that game was over quick.
You were
gone by halftime. Yeah, you were gone.
I wanted to be gone at the end of the 1st. I think it was 21-0.
It was a beat.
Dallas Cowboys got the question, do you want to concede?
Yeah, they did. They said no, and then it said, are you sure? Yeah. And they said yes.
Oh, my.
And beating the Chiefs last year is impressive. And the Packers, another season with this offense. I like the pick of Jordan Morgan. I like what they did this offseason. I think the Packers are going to be good this year, man. I believe in the coaching staff of the Green Bay Packers. And I think they go 12-5 and win the division this year. So, Packers, Bears, Lions, Vikings. Colin, Hit it.
Yeah, Vikings in 4th at 6 and 11. Thought we all kind of were in the same vicinity there. All will probably have Vikings finishing last.
Yeah.
Just, they have so many weapons. They just don't have anybody to give the weapons the ball. So a lot of questions there. Also defensively, a lot of questions there. Bears, I do have in 3rd here, 9 and 8, winning season. Maybe 1 or 2 games slip away, just young quarterback.
Yeah.
Things happen.
I expect that.
10 and 7, I have the Packers here in 2nd place. I do think people are smoking a little bit of crack with Jordan Love. Mike Tannenbaum saying that
That's
other
insane.
than Patrick
That's
Mahomes,
insane.
Jordan Love would be the person that you would race to the podium to pick if you had a draft with every player available, not even quarterbacks.
I don't know about
Every
that.
That's
player.
insane.
That
That's
is
insane.
crack. I think, yes, he did have a great last, 7-8 weeks of
The
the
second
season.
half of the year.
Beat the
solid.
shit out of my Cowboys in the playoffs. That's the usual thing for Green Bay, to beat the shit out of my Cowboys when it matters. I think they're a little bit up. Can they do it again this year? We'll see. Detroit number 1 at 11 and 6. There is a slight step back, just 1 game difference from last year. I still think they have everything it takes. Hearing Amon-Ra played with a partially torn Achilles.
Yeah, so shoulder. It's a shoulder. It was his labrum.
Okay, thank God. I was like, Achilles. He was
Yeah.
fucking running around. I was like, what the hell?
He's out there playing with a partially torn Achilles.
That's my thought.
Like, fucking, if it pops, it pops. We need you.
Crazy last year. But I do think Detroit, what's the one weakness last year was their defensive side of the ball. I think they tried to make that effort to get better in the offseason. I think they still are the best in the North.
Okay.
Kings of the North.
So, Lions, Packers, Bears, Vikings. Addison, resident Bears fan.
Oh, number 1, Bears. 17 and 0. 17 and 0. 17, 24 and 0. We're 25 because we're going to win every preseason game, every regular season game, and then we're making it win the Super Bowl. All right? 25 and 0. Okay, that's all cap. That's all cap.
JTS.
JTS. Just okay. Last place, we all said it, and it's all true. Vikings, even if JJ was healthy, they might scrap 7 wins. I got them going 5 and 12. Defense is going to be blitz every single play and pray to God it works.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's all it does.
And an offense, like we said, they got weapons. Where's the quarterback to spread the ball around? It might happen at times because I like their coach. KOC, I like cock. All right. 3rd place, Packers, 9 and 8.
Ooh, okay.
And the reason I have the Packers is because of the stretch they had to do to end the season. They were 6 and 8, I'm pretty sure, and won 3 straight games to finish 9 and 8 to make the playoffs.
Yep.
Obviously impressive because backs against the wall and they have to do that. And then the way they played in the postseason was impressive. But I want to see it for a full year out of Jordan Love. Offensive weapons do scare me a little bit, but it's a little bit of both because they're young, unproven guys that still performed well. So if they all can do this and grow together, that could get terrifying. I think Jordan Morgan was a small reach, but all tackles were gone. So they had to at least adjust the line.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I love that. So I got 9 and 8 Packers. Screw you, Jordan Love. Don't care that you got paid.
Respect.
Lions, 2nd place. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. 10 and 7 Lions in the playoff Lions. Nate, you brought off all that stuff, and I can't lie. I had the Lions win the division. That changed my mind because I'm just trash at research. But but that is a damn good point. Of is it the Giants a couple years ago too, where it's football games or the Vikings? Excuse me.
Going 13
They've
and
lost
4.
to the Giants, and it's like how? Well, it's because you win football games. Maybe you shouldn't. And obviously Lions dominated those games, but when put up against the big boys, they normally falter to Schmidge. Ravens, I'm pretty sure.
Ravens beat
Schmidt.
They dog walked 38-6.
And at the end of the day,
Dog
I
walked
think
them.
the choking
Dog
the
walked
NFC
them.
Championship game is going to linger.
Yes.
It's going to be there because the Super Bowl was right in front of them, and they threw it away.
And Campbell told them, sorry
Fumbled
guys,
it away.
we're
Yeah.
never going to do it again.
We're screwed.
Hope you guys had fun.
We're screwed. And then let's also be real here. The Bears have the 2nd best quarterback in the NFC already. I'm saying it. And with the numbers will back it up after this season.
Who is
Number
it?
1, that's actually a damn good cue because I don't even know if it is Jalen. It might be Williams. It might be Williams. Because
He's
it's
never played a snap in the NFL.
I don't know.
Jalen Hurts would like to have a word.
Purdy's probably in the
Purdy's
Yeah, Purdy's
considered
up there,
top
Purdy's
10.
up there.
Stafford's still very
Stafford's
solid.
in the
Yeah, I'll give you.
You're a fan of Kyler Murray?
Yeah, that's true. I am a fan of Kyler. I ain't laying that out. Now, after one preseason drive.
That's
So,
it. He saw
not
7
really,
passes.
but 11 and 6 Bears because I do agree with most of your assessment. Nate. Defense,
It was
elite.
insane last year.
At least after adding Montez Sweat, they seriously became a top 5 defense, and that's just the truth.
That's true.
And then the offense, they shored up pieces. And Shea Waldron at least looks like he's a competent coordinator, and they have a quarterback that's willing to throw the football. They win 7 games last year with a quarterback that doesn't throw the football and a bad coordinator. I mean, the ceiling should be better, so I got 11 wins. And again, because at the end of the day, we are playing, I think, 4th place schedule.
Yeah, 4th place schedule.
So I'll take that as well.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Although, look at your schedule. You guys got some tough ones in there.
It is the middle of the stretch.
And the division's hard
Yeah,
because the
division's-
Lions are going to be good.
It's all end of the season.
Packers are going to be good,
Division's
right?
literally all end of the
Your
year.
last 5 games let's go 6. In Detroit, in San Francisco, in Minnesota. Host the Lions, host the Seahawks, go to Green Bay. Like, that's tough
That's
games.
like 4 wins. to me.
Sounds like all wins.
I said 4 wins. 4 wins.
Seahawks, I think you guys beat Seahawks and Vikings for sure.
The Lions.
Bears
In
really got to
Detroit, you
capitalize
should've beaten.
on those first 10, 11 weeks of the
Yeah,
season.
because you guys have the Commanders in there, you have the Patriots
Oh, yeah.
in there, you've got the
We play pretty
Titans
much
in
all the
there,
rookie quarterbacks.
you play the Panthers in there. Like, you
Yeah.
guys have a bunch of
Yeah.
games you should
We play a
win.
lot of bad
I'll count
quarterbacks.
Sam Darnold as one of those rookies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it should've been
definitely.
JJ. But I do think just, obviously I'm a homer and I'm hyping him up a little bit, but it's just the defense, the way they played last year, and then the offense hope.
Hope
And
take a
the
step
hype there,
forward.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Give me that 11 wins.
Okay,
11-6.
11-6.
Caleb Williams seriously will be a top 2 NFC quarterback by the end of the year. That's a fact. I will
Okay,
look
just
at
like
that.
statistically?
I guess it would be the
I-
argument of like who are the quarterbacks that, and obviously his age helps with that. But
Right.
like NFC quarterbacks ranking them, people are gonna have Williams in that top 2. But I get it because he's young. You know what
Right.
I mean? Like
He's-
how can you
yeah,
have
right.
Stafford in there if you're actually ranking quarterbacks for the future?
Right.
Because it's like Stafford probably is better,
Mhm.
but it's like who the hell is picking Stafford?
No one's going to take Stafford for the
over
future.
Williams?
No one's going to take him for the future. It will be a fun debate to listen to people compare Love and Williams at the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
I think that will be
Williams
one
sucks, man.
that's devastating. He
I'm
won't suck.
throwing it.
I don't think he's going to suck, but I think Jordan Love could be really solid. So
Jordan Love could fall off a bridge.
he also could suck. He had one good year. He's been the
One
starter for
good
1 year. And and the problem with the Packers is that everyone is like, "Oh my God, it's Aaron Rodgers again. We did it again." He
Yeah.
came in, he played
That's
great
what
for the second half of the year. It's like, hold on, let's do this one more time, and then we'll start
He's had,
talking
like,
Hall of
7
Fame.
great games.
Yeah, he had a half a good year.
30 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So did Jameis Winston.
Yeah, so does Jameis
So
Winston.
how many quarterbacks have thrown 30?
Let's see him do it, and we'll see it right away for the Packers because they play Philly in Brazil week 1. So we'll see what that
Which is
happens.
ridiculous. Neither team can wear green.
Yeah,
I
that's
hate
dumb.
that.
So
That's weird.
I think the NFC
Yeah.
North is probably the second
Yeah.
most competitive division in my opinion. I think you have 3 teams that you could argue could win the division. I don't think the Vikings deserve to be in that conversation, but I think competitive and talent-wise, I think the NFC North is
Might be
right
the
up
best
there.
division.
If you
It
told
could
me
be,
JJ
other than the
was
AFC
healthy,
North. I like the
Could
AFC
be.
North.
And if you played out of his skull, I
Right.
would say that there's this much chance the Vikings had. If he played out of his skull, he was
Yeah.
healthy. Well, he's not, so you're right. I do think those 3 teams all have a legitimate chance. I can see Bears first. I can also see them dead as third by 3 games.
Yeah, yes.
So,
Yep.
yeah.
It's gonna be a good division to watch. It's gonna be good games.